Hey DekuFam.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
So we're back and we're continuing on with this series that we've started. It's called Love is Not Enough. Right, that is a big statement, but we actually believe it, don't we?
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Like, we actually love love.
Yeah, love is the foundation, eh?
Foundation of a relationship. We love each other, but we believe there's a few extra layers that you need in your relationship to be truly fulfilled.
You know, you need that seasoning, like, you know, you need that Maggi cube or that aromat or whatever. Like, we think that in relationships, love is the rice, it's the chicken, it's the main dish, but it's not the same if you don't have, you know, a bit of Maggi cubes. The flavor that will keep you going till the end.
Yes.
So
in this video, we are going to be talking about friendship and the importance of friendship.
Because so many people can be in relationships, but are you friends though? Like being friends with each other will literally take you to new levels that you have never reached. So we want to talk to you about the importance of friendship in a relationship. So yeah, let's get into it. And if you haven't subscribed, you need to subscribe
to our channel right now. Hit that subscribe button.
Let's do this, DekuFam. Let's do this. So we literally think friendship is so important because, like, everyone talks about this honeymoon phase, and I think if you're friends, do you really go through this honeymoon phase? Like, it's so long.
When we were, it was so annoying. When we started dating, like within the first couple of months, we just kept hearing people say, "You guys are so cute," but watch when you get past your honeymoon phase. And then 2 years down the line, I don't know what they're talking about. Then we get married. They're like, "Okay, wait till you go past your honeymoon phase again." It's been 5 years, and Mr. End times of honeymoon phase has not come.
Literally.
So I don't understand why people constantly keep talking about this honeymoon phase. But I think we can actually attribute it to the fact that we were friends. Because I think when it comes to like the honeymoon phase, I think what they're referring to is when people get together, they're trying to be perfect. They're trying to create an image that is not actually themselves.
Like, you know, when you get into a relationship and you put on your best self, like your best foot forward, and maybe that only lasts for a year, and then
because you start to get a bit comfortable, and then the true self comes out. But it's funny, the person who you portray yourself to be and the person you actually are sometimes could be different. There could be a bit of inconsistency.
Yes, that's when people say, "Oh, the honeymoon phase is now over," because the person is seeing the real you. And you're like, "Are you gonna take this or not?"
Exactly. But for us, we didn't have the intentions of going out. We were actually friends, so there was no pretending. Because the thing is, when you're going into a friendship, there's less pressure. But as soon as you start attributing, "You're my boyfriend and I want this to go into marriage," there's a big sense of pressure that comes. But because we were building a friendship, we accepted each other for who we are. Because if I lose this friend, who cares?
Obviously when you're losing babe, do you know what I mean? That's a different situation.
That cuts a bit deeper.
That hurts, boy. So I think that's why people are probably not thinking about friendship so much. It's like they're missing that whole season of setting that foundation as friends, because they're thinking so much into the future about you know, being a husband or being a wife. So for us, it was just so important for us, and we see the benefits of us being friends first, because that's really helping us.
It's really helping us. We understand each other. We know the things that we like. We know the things that we don't like. Because again, the importance of friendship is that you build this good communication so that you get to understand each other. And for us, that is forever our foundation, a good solid love, communication, and then we're just friends. And people always ask us, like, "How did you two get together?" And it was literally, we became friends, we then fell in love, and then she just happened to be my wife. And it was just that simple process. But people like to overcomplicate things. They have all these checklists. Like, just slow down, get to know each other before you can move forward.
Seriously. And even now in marriage, I feel like we're just best friends. We're always talking about how we're running back home to each other. Like, we call each other at lunch break. Sometimes we talk to each other before work.
We talk to each other before work, lunch break, on the way home. And
some people say that's too much, but for us, it's like, "Oh, mate, I want to talk to my best friend." It's not like, "Oh, I want to talk to my husband," because there's this pressure that I need to tell my husband what I'm doing. It's like, this is my best friend, so I genuinely want to tell him what's going on. I want to tell him my highs, my lows. So I guess that's what keeps our relationship, right? Because me, I don't feel like I love him all the time, do you know what I mean? I'm not like, "Oh, you know, my love, my this." It's like, no, I want to chat to my friend. Oh, and he's actually my husband, so yeah.
And the reason why we feel like friendship is so important is because it gives you someone to play with.
What?
Okay. Sometimes I feel, no, I'm not talking about that kind of play. I'm talking about
both.
the No, we're just talking about having fun. I'm talking about, like, you know, primary school, just enjoying this company, playing around, because life is too serious.
Oh my days, guys. I feel like the ladies or whoever follows me on Snapchat, you know, life is hard. Life is so hard. Who deceived us into thinking that life is just, you know, hunky-dory and you're just there, you know? It's hard. But obviously, in a relationship, there's friendship, and you can just play around like that.
Be light-hearted. Go to the cinema. Just go for dinner. Just talk and enjoy yourself. And especially when you're dating, because I was looking after this young person, and he was telling me about how he broke up with his girlfriend. I was like, oh, why? And she said that he's not ready for marriage, and I was like, yeah, but you're 15. Because the girl kept saying to him, oh, my husband doesn't do this, when he made like some random joke. Oh, my husband doesn't talk like that. Okay, like, we keep lining up people where they are now to where you think that they should be, but sometimes it's about enjoying the process, really getting to know them, rather than saying, I want to be married, so you must be like this before we move forward. There's so much pressure, and that pressure just makes your relationship like unfluid and just so rigid. So it's important just to have fun, have banter, just enjoy each other's company. Yeah,
because I think that the pressure just comes from the fact that you're looking at them from the lens of, are they worthy to be my husband or wife? Which is obviously good. You want to be thinking about the future, but come on, enjoy the moment. You know, sometimes it is deep for guys when girls are like, oh, he said this one line and I don't like that. Outside of everything else that he's doing, it's like, oh, because I'm looking at him with that lens all the time. It's just, I feel like it's a bit too much. Like, enjoy the journey, you know, go on your dates, do what you need to do, and just have fun. Like,
don't be that couple that go to a restaurant, fine dining, £200 a plate, so many cutleries, you don't even know what to do, and then you're not even talking. You have to enjoy, because this relationship and marriage is not just for the time being. You're thinking about the long-term game, and the long-term game, you have to be able to enjoy each other's company. You have to be willing to be playful. Like, even when I didn't even know women farted until I got into this relationship, like, you know, just the playful little banter. Yeah, you don't.
We don't. But yeah, seriously, guys, like, we are so passionate about friendship, and we're serious on the camera and stuff, but behind the scenes, like, we're always like chasing each other around the house, like, we insult each other for banter. I guess if someone else heard it, they'd be like, oh, that's a bit, you know,
the way that we talk to each other sometimes a bit reckless.
Sometimes we're just like, oh, okay, maybe that was a bit too far. We do tell each other that was a bit too far, but
no, we have banter.
We just have fun, and we're just like, you know, if we're not going to be enjoying outside sometimes,
we're gonna enjoy
this house.
Household.
This house will be a house of joy, I'm telling you.
Fun.
Yeah, and we used to write it down, like, before we got married, like, what do we want our household to represent? And we're like, whenever someone comes in, they're gonna feel joy, and that includes us. Like, we are coming into our own.
We don't want to portray one thing outside, and our lifestyle will be something different.
No way.
We want to continually have fun. Anna's actually my best friend, and I'm proud to say that, and I actually would rather speak to her than anyone else in this world. And I think that that's very important. It's nice to be able to have someone that you actually want to go home to, rather than someone who you're trying to run away from. So enjoy marriage, enjoy relationships. Just make sure that you're building a good friendship.
And you have to be intentional about building that friendship. You know, you can't build a solid friendship if you're not spending time with that person. So set time aside to just go and eat, even if it's like a Nando's date. Like, race each other up the stairs. Like, keep doing those things proactively, and then it'll become second nature to you. And that's where we're at, where we're just so comfortable having fun with each other. And we don't need all the bougie romantic stuff. We're just like, where are we gonna go? Nando's, Pizza Hut. Let's go. Las Iguanas. They're never paying us. Why are we saying all these names? I know, trust me. Come on, we're waiting. We be ready.
And for us, the most important reason about this whole friendship thing is that it keeps you invested within your relationship. Because really and truly, anyone can wear the title of a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband and wife. And although they're all very important seasons of one's life, you can be in those situations and not actually feel fully invested, because you don't have a good sense of friendship, a good sense of fellowship within that relationship. And then you be like, this is not working for me, I'll just throw the title away and then exit. But if you have a good friendship, your heart is a bit more connected within the situation, and you actually don't want to leave. So for us, friendship keeps us in because we're actually having fun, we're actually enjoying the journey, and I actually can't see myself with anyone apart from Annabella. Because
literally for us, we are ultimately friends, and that is what will keep me here. When I maybe hurt Gabes, I want to reconcile with him because he is my friend, not because, oh, he's my husband and it should be that way and we want to, you know, be perceived as a, you know, great relationship. It's more to do with because I miss my friend, or I feel for my friend, and you know, we're just more emotionally connected because we actually care for each other when you are friends. So for us, it's really helped our relationship. And I think last week, like we had this day where we were just annoyed with each other and we didn't talk the whole day, I think, until after work. And then when we started talking, we were like, oh my gosh, I've missed you so much. Like, we went one lunch break without having a conversation. Neither of us called the other. There
was a lot of pride. We wanted to see which one cracked.
Yeah, who cracked first.
Wait, I just came home with some flowers. Sorry, friend.
And then we were like talking so much that we couldn't even get what we needed to do done that evening because we'd missed each other's company. We had so much to update each other on. And that's not because, oh, I need to be talking to my husband because husbands and wives should talk. It's because I miss my friend. So we feel like friendship is like that glue that just keeps you coming back to each other because your heart starts hurting and you miss the conversation and all of that. So we definitely just wanted to do this video and talk about how important friendship is, because I think people are forgetting the importance of it in relationships because
they're taking it too seriously. And I feel like in life, everyone has got this check flag, and marriage has become one of those things that you just tick off the bucket list. But they don't actually go through the process of actually building that solid friendship for them to be able to take them from season to season to season. Because we're not here for the short game just to say, oh yeah, I got married 5 times. No. I want to get married one time and have like a 20-50 year marriage period.
A happy marriage, a marriage that is fruitful, a marriage that is growing, a marriage where I'm actually want to be around the person.
Yeah, exactly. And our children can be in an environment for them to flourish and go and do amazing things in this world. We don't want, because it's so important for us to just be happy, enjoy the situation, because we know that our marriage doesn't only just affect us, it affects the people around us as well. So,
and for us to be able to do what we need to do as a married couple, we need to be strong and healthy. So for us, it's so important that we're friends, because if we're going to be doing this whole life thing together, we need to like each other. Like, you see so many relationships where they actually don't even get along, there's no common ground. Yeah, for us, we said that we weren't that similar when we first met, but now we like the same music, we like doing the same things, we like
we enjoy each other's
company more because we've spent time investing in it. And we'd say, like, for people who are single, make sure when you're looking for your spouse, it's someone that you're actually genuinely friends with. For those in relationships, build that friendship, spend time together, be intentional about it. It might be hard at first, but keep pushing so that you have the things that you love doing together. And if you're married, like, invest in each other and build that friendship where you're literally rushing home to each other. You know, love is great, but friendship is that Maggie cube. And we all want that Maggie cube because it adds flavor to our relationships. And
because sometimes this whole love thing can be quite complicated to kind of how do you show your love. But I think everyone can just be a friend. We've grown up being friends in primary schools and stuff, and I think we know how to be better friends than we know how to be a husband or a wife. So I don't think why we have to overcomplicate it. I think a friendship, I mean a marriage is more of an intense friendship where you're connected with somebody, like spiritually, physically, and all that kind of stuff. But I think friendship is still the foundation of the marriage.
So we hope you liked that video, guys. Love is not enough. The first one was on vision. If you haven't seen it, where you going though, that's linked below. And this one was about, what was it about again?
Friendship.
Literally,
see how a friend just helps another friend out.
It's so good. So good.
Okay,
but
guys.
Yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Peace.